Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Vonda Evans with another Vonda's Court Unfiltered. Listen, great to be back today. Want everybody to start checking in. I know I got some listeners out there. Let me see who you are before I start, going. But, in a minute, I'm going to have to keep going. Now, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Give you a shout out. Okay. Well, as you come on, we'll be discussing it. So, listen, what do we see? We now have a new Supreme Court Justice, Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. So excited that she was able to make the cut. Let me say this to you. It was heart-wrenching. I do it, yes. It was very heart-wrenching. We got Kitty from Champaign, Illinois in the world. Okay. And who else? Okay, so anyway, let me tell you. It was very heart-wrenching to see that confirmation. It was to see how low people will go to say disparaging things, that this was the first time in the history of the court that it actually split like that. Hey, Trisha from Barber, Kitty from Cowart, Linda from Wesley. Look, let me know where y'all from too. Because I like to shout out where y'all from too. Casey Edwards. It was really bad. I respect her for keeping her composure. Many thought that it would not come to pass. However, she was able to keep her composure, and she knew that, okay, Miss Daly from Virginia, Casey Edwards from Detroit, give them a shout out. Hey, Sandra from Philadelphia, Damon from New York, and Trisha from Cali. So yeah, that, and Phyllis from Los Angeles as well. Thank you so much. It was Linda from Detroit, from high school. Okay, we got Shaletta from Toledo, Ohio, and Trisha from Cali. So yeah, it was really bad. And what happened was, many newspaper outlets had just basically wrote her off. You're going to have to come back with someone else. You're not going to be able to make it. But let me say this to you. For those of you who are anticipating doing something that no one else has done in your family, no one has, gone on to get their degree, gone on to get their PhD. Well, I can't do that because I'll be the first. Let me tell you something. It got to be first at something. Don't let that discourage you. It would have been easy for her to be discouraged. When you went on social media, oh my goodness, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, the assaults that were against her, not her ideology, but against her, were very vicious. They were very vicious from people who were ministers, pastors' wives, church folks. And it's amazing to me. These are the individuals who you think you get forgiveness from or understanding. These were the individuals that were condemning her the worst. What does that say to us? Well, we're happy. But let me say this to you. We got to gear up for this election. Need you to listen. One of the things that you have to look at when you lose is, how do you win the next time? That's a consideration. I think that's fair. One of the things that I believe that we seeing across the country are groups who are petitioning under unity names, People United, etc., who are petitioning for bills to be on your ballot. to do redistricting. We suffered that here. We know that that occurred in 2018, that there was a united movement to redistrict. As a result, it has caused massive chaos. But here's the situation. It's the law. And what it's going to do is favor greater representation for Republican nominees. So what that mean? Simple. Oh, I got to give my girl a Coletta from Ghana. From Ghana. Okay, that's a long way. Okay, you feel what I'm saying? So what does that mean to us? From now to this next election, we got to get ready. The Republican agenda is not going to sleep. They will do whatever it takes by any means necessary to secure their candidates. That includes in Detroit, Jacksonville, Cincinnati. It's by any means necessary. And while we're sleeping, or we're not sleeping, but we're celebrating our victories, they're going around getting petitions and saying Citizens United, and they're changing the redistricting congressionally. And I'm gonna tell you this: if we don't start reading the information that's on our ballots and stay woke and vote, we gonna be behind the eight ball. And many people, especially in Michigan, did not believe, that this could occur. But when you look back to the origin, they were able to get it successfully on a ballot in 2018. And now guess what happened? We look like, oh, what happened? They did something. No, we did it to ourselves because we were not staying woke. Okay, very good. So that's that. So congratulations to her. All right. Now, I got to talk about, I said, I'm not going to get into this Will, Jada, Chris Rock. I'm not talking about that at all. It's just sad all the way around. It's very sad about, Chris Rock will be forever identified with what happened, as Will Smith. But let me say this to you. The 10-year suspension. I read many comments, and they said, well, that just means he will not be invited. Follow along, stay woke. Anyone who is doing a film with him, when it comes up to determine best director, best cinematographer, etc., if he's associated with that that movie, they're not going to probably get the proper consideration. Oh, that's Will's movie. Don't listen. And as a result, what that's going to do is going to place a chilling effect on people who, if you got $100 million movie, just say for instance, you cannot be considered for anything for the Oscars, which boosts up your revenue for Netflix. When a movie has been nominated for so many Oscars, people go and see it more. They show it more on Netflix. The value goes up. It's not just, saying you did good acting. It's increasing the value, the marketability of that particular project. So, oh, that's Will's movie. Oh, best cinematographer, best producer, best director, So what do you believe will happen? They're not going to take that chance with him. They're not going to take a chance putting him in a movie where it is going to adversely affect the marketability of a project. It doesn't make sense. So opposed to discouraging others, they simply said, if he can't come, now if I'm the best actor, I can't be considered. Neither will my director, neither will my producer, neither will my cinematographer, neither will the supporting person. What you did was you backdoored what you wanted to do in the front door. I try to be a very, very positive person. I honestly believe this is going to be the end of his career. for A-list movies. Follow along. That's all he does. Okay. But even his boy Tyler Perry, who is on the B list, you're going to be concerned about casting because you're trying to go from the B to the A. So if affecting my money or potentially my marketability, what I'm going to be basically doing is saying, look, you know what, let's slow down with that. Nikki Wheeler said basically they blackballed him. Oh, no, Nick. We didn't do that. We banned him. But banning him mean everything that goes along with him. Best director, best producer, best cinematographer, best movie. You can't consider those things because he's associated with them. Okay? And that is going to be very detrimental to him financially. Trisha Barber said he's done. Trisha, I really hate to agree with you, but he's going to have some significant issues. Then from the production side, how do you get money if he's a producer or director? They're not going to want to touch it. They're going to say, that's okay. Many years ago, when Detroit was on its way coming back under the Kilpatrick administration, banks would not loan Black people money to buy property on the water. They would not do it or invest in downtown. When Mike Duggan came along, oh yeah, you want some money? So what they did was many of the businesses started self-funding. When they saw that, all of a sudden it's an onslaught, okay? And you see things happen coincidentally, wow. When Dan Gilbert, he said, I don't need a bank to give me money. I'll self-fund. When other investors began to see how successful he was, they went and got that money. Now, 99% of the development in downtown Detroit are by white developers, not Black developers. Okay? Now, was that a coincidence or was it strategic? So the thing that I'm saying is that now we're going to be going to a break shortly, an update on the golf. But listen, when a person, I believe, can be targeted, it's by any means necessary. According to news outlets, are you ready? You ready for this? August Youngin, Alice, the little young boy that Jada had an affair with. They're bidding wars for him to do a tell-all book. A tell-all book. That is going to be extremely problematic. If his rationale for, slapping Chris Rock was because he disrespected his wife, can you imagine what that young man would know in a tell-all book? According to news outlets, they had an affair for years. I had an opportunity to look at his interview with Angela Lee, and he was like, that went on for some time. We'll be back in a minute. We got to do an update.